Hey, fourth grade saxophones. Hope you guys are having a good week. All right, so today's lesson is going to start out with the entire saxophone. We're not going to worry about just putting together, the neck and mouthpiece first. Hopefully you're doing a great job with your embouchure, and if you think that, there's anything, that's not quite right with it, then I would suggest keep using just the mouthpiece and the neck first in front of a mirror just to confirm that it's still looking good. But if you're feeling good about it, then you're ready for this video. So we're gonna get started. I just want to make sure that we're putting it together in the same order. Sometimes I know that we've been focused on putting together the neck and the mouthpiece first, so it might be a little weird now going from that to putting the whole thing together again, okay? So let's just go through it together really quick, make sure you're doing it the exact same way that I'm putting my instrument together. So the first thing we always take out of our case is our reed. All right, that needs to go into our mouth first. The whole time you're putting together your saxophone, your reed should be in your mouth. So first thing, reed in our mouth. It's also a good time to confirm that our reed looks good. All right, if you're having any reed issues or you realize that you only have one reed that's good left and you don't have any extra reeds, please email me. Let me know. I'll try to reach out and I'll figure out something we can do, okay? But I just want to know if there's anything you need. So if you didn't do that survey from lesson number 2 that was on the bottom underneath the lesson title, please do that survey. All right, awesome. So make sure your reed's good. Put it in your mouth. Next, we're going to take out our neck strap. Neck strap goes right over our head. All right, we'll adjust it once we have our saxophone all ready to go and we're sitting in a chair. All right, cool. So after we put that neck strap on, we're going to very carefully take out our saxophone body. All right, a lot of you will have one of those caps right here. This is when you now take the cap out, set it in your case. Good, we're going to carefully lift up our saxophone. Remember, the bell is a great way to hold on to it. Cool, we're going to hold it with one hand. Hook that neck strap right to that hook. Awesome. Okay, some of you have neck straps that are kind of hard to hook. You might need to have a parent help you with that. All right, awesome. Next, we're going to take out our neck from the case. Saxophone neck. Remember, the saxophone neck goes the opposite direction that the bell goes. We are going to carefully wiggle it back and forth onto our saxophone. Then we tighten up our neck screw. Once it's on, just tighten it a little bit. It doesn't have to be very tight. If it's very tight, it might be really hard to take off. No, we don't want that. Awesome. So then the last thing we're going to do is take out our mouthpiece. Cool. Put that mouthpiece on. Some of you will have a cap like mine. Take that off. Awesome. All right, I like to take my ligature off so that it's easier to move my mouthpiece on. Sorry, it's hard to talk when you're reading your mouth. All right, bear with me. Okay, the next thing is we have that mouthpiece. Remember, it doesn't go all the way down this cork. Halfway down the cork is great. That's what we're looking for. Put it on there so it's halfway, and that's great. All right. Don't try to force it all the way on. It might be really hard to get off if you do that. Cool, then last thing we're going to do is take our reed, and we're going to put our reed on while our whole instrument's together like this. All right, so remember, we line our reed up. We want to see a hair of black over the top of our reed. So look at it. Look for a hair of black. Remember, don't use your finger and touch the tip of our reed. That should always be protected. Don't touch it because it's the easiest part to break on the reed or on the whole saxophone. All right, cool. So we're going to adjust it, make sure it's lined up. Okay, we're going to take our ligature. Take our ligature and slide it on. My ligature is different than yours. Your screw is going to be on the same side as the reed. Okay, mine's backwards. Yeah, I'll put it on this way to show you the way you should have it. Okay, so you're going to pull it down. The reed and the screw will be on the same side. Your ligature screws are the same side as the reed. Perfect. Now on the back, we want to make sure we pull down our ligature. So mine is not far enough down right now. See how there's this like big gap here? You can't see where the mouthpiece curves. We want to have it loose. We might have to loosen it up so we can pull it down. There we go. Now you can see where the mouthpiece curve is, right? Right there. That's how far down we want our ligature to be. All right, and then check that reed again before you tighten up your ligature. All right, and then you're gonna turn those ligature screws to tighten it. Cool. All right, guys, once you have that all together, you are ready to practice. So I'm gonna pause the video and go over to my chair, so you should do the same thing. All right, guys, so I'm sitting in my chair now. I haven't adjusted my neck strap yet, so we're gonna do that together right now. So remember, I like to set my bell right on my leg when I'm adjusting that neck strap. Set it right there on the leg so that you can easily adjust this neck strap. So go ahead and pull it up. We want to make sure that when we're playing, that mouthpiece goes directly to your bottom lip. All right, let's all adjust it. Make sure it's right to your bottom lip so that your head isn't too far low and that we don't have all the weight of the saxophone resting on our thumb, our right thumb. Remember, it all rests on our neck strap. I talked about that a lot last week. Awesome. So I think mine actually is a little too low still. So I'm going to pull mine up a little more. Good. Good. And each time we do this, it's going to keep getting faster and easier to adjust our neck strap. And then you'll find exactly where it should be for it to be comfortable. All right. Awesome, guys. So adjust that mouthpiece and the neck if you need to so that it is the neck of your saxophone, not your neck. Your neck should be nice and straight. All right. So guys, we're going to start out today with warming up with some long tones. Long tones just means you're going to hold the note out. So we're going to start with the 3 notes that we've been practicing. We'll start with the B. So thumb is on the black. All right. So I went to school. I got to go in last week, thankfully, and get a few things. So one thing I got was the school saxophone that I like to use so much more. So I have the same kind that you do. So find where that black is. That's where your thumb goes. And then our pointer finger, remember, skip the top one. Pointer finger right here. Thumb, pointer. Awesome. Here we go, guys. We're going to start right there on our B and hold it out. Here we go. 2. Hold it with me. And go ahead and make sure we're not puffing our cheeks at all. Our chin is nice and flat. Our corners are nice and firm. All right. For that B, remember what we talked about last week with resting our head, the weight of our head on that mouthpiece, right? And thinking of it as like a rubber band so that there's equal pressure all the way around the mouthpiece. All right, let's play that B one more time and think about that rubber band. Here we go. Ready? And good. Now let's play our A. We're just going to add our next finger. Remember, we skipped that little one. Go down to the next one. Here we go. Ready? And the G. Next finger right here. Good. G. Ready? And good job. All right, guys, we're going to review the song that we did last time. One of the songs that we did last time. This one is called All Mixed Up. It's on page 5. Go to page 5 of your book, number 1.6, All Mixed Up. All right. This was the last one that we worked on last time. All right. So it is just focused on 2 notes, the A and the B. All right. So you hopefully have been practicing these notes, A and B, and have practiced the song a bunch. So let's just go ahead and play this together. All right. Right there on All Mixed Up 1.6. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right, hopefully that was easy for you to keep up with and follow along. If you struggled at all with any of that, then I want you to pause this video and go back to lesson 2's video, all right, because that's when we worked on a lot of those 2 notes, all right, and worked on those songs. So if it was easy to play and you feel good about it, we're going to keep on going, all right, and that means you're ready for this video. Okay, so we're going to turn over to page 6. All right, so look in your book at page 6. We're going to start right there at the top of page 6, number 1.8, all together in the top of page 6. Okay, sorry guys, I knew I had something wrong. All together is not the top of page 6. Third note's a charm is. So let's start with 1.7, third note's a charm. Okay, so this is that third note, that G that you've already been playing, but now we're going to actually see it in our music. So 1, 2, 3. 3 fingers down. Remember, left hand's on top, right hand's on the bottom. All right, the right hand we just put underneath our thumb rest there and help support the saxophone. All right, remember, it's not holding the saxophone, it's just supporting it and helping you to move it around if you need to. Okay, so 1.7, third note's a charm. Notice where the G is on the saxophone or on the musical staff. So on our musical staff, we have 5 lines, right? The G, if you count up from the bottom, 1, 2, that second line up from the bottom is where the G is, okay? So that's how we're gonna know the difference between the G and the B and the A. All right, so that G is on the second line up from the bottom. Okay, cool guys, let's hold it out. So that's a whole note. We're gonna hold it for 4 beats, and then it has a rest. Let's just do 4 beats of rest. Whole note, 4 beats, rest 4, hold for 4. All right, here we go. On our G, let's play this together. Third note's a charm. 1, 2, ready, and rest. 2, 3, 4. And rest. 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Cool. All right, so last week, guys, we started talking about tonguing, right? Tonguing on our saxophone. This is not easy, all right? But we're going to just keep on practicing it, and I promise each time it'll get better. So remember, we're going to touch that tongue to the reed. We touch the tongue to the reed. All right, remember, it's not like the tip of the reed. We don't touch it way up here, all right? Don't try to push your tongue down in between the reed and the mouthpiece. You're going to set your tongue like right there on your mouthpiece or on your reed, okay? All right, so it's going to go, think about ta, ta. Feel where your tongue is like inside your teeth. When you say that, and you're going to feel when you drop your tongue down, that's when the air comes through, all right? Our tongue is going to hit ta, ta, ta. When you let the air go through, move your tongue out of the way, all right? You don't want it to get in your way when you're trying to play. Ta, it's just starting the sound, all right? Here we go. So can we just play on a G? Fingers 1, 2, 3. Ta, we're just going to practice our tonguing on the G. Head nice and straight. Comes right over to the right side of your body, all right? Ta, ta, ta. Remember, your tongue is not coming out of your mouth. I'm just trying to show it to you by moving my lips out of the way. Ta, ta, that's what's happening inside my mouth. All right, let's give it a try. We're going to play four G's in a row. Ready? And. Good. All right, keep on practicing that. Again, it's challenging, but it'll get better the more we do it. So look at 1.8. All together, we are going to first airband it, but I want to make sure when we do play it, we're going to tongue every single note. So airband this with me. Here we go. Say them with me. Ready? And G, 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 G. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 D. 1, 2, 3, 4. A. Shoot, I said the wrong note, didn't I? I'm so sorry. Hold on, go back. I apologize, guys. Let's do that one more time. Starting on our G. 2, ready, and G, 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 G. 1, 2, 3, 4. B, 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 B. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, G, G. Awesome. All right, we're going to play this, and we're going to make sure we're tonguing every single note. Here we go, from the beginning, on the G. 2, ready, and 1, 2, move your fingers, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Trying to get so you can see me. You can see my saxophone a little bit better. Keep adjusting this. All right. Awesome. Go to the next one down. Number 1.9. What goes up? Okay, so guys, what we're going to do first, we're going to air band it, except I'm going to say just the first measure with you, and then I want you to say it by yourself, out loud, at home. I'm going to still practice my fingers while you're saying it, all right? But I want to make sure that you are seeing these notes and thinking about what the name of the note is. It's so important right now that we focus on what does a G look like and what do our fingers do? What does an A look like and what do our fingers do? And what does a B look like and what do our fingers do? Okay, so let's go through this one together. I'll say the first measure with you and then you say the next 3 measures by yourself. All right, here we go. 2, beginning, and G, 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 rest, 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 rest. Okay, let's play it together. Sitting up nice and tall, tonguing every note, making sure your head is nice and straight. Good. Here we go. 2, G, and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Nice job, guys. Okay, look at the next one down, 1.10, Rhythm Rendezvous. Okay, this one's a lot of fun. It's challenging though too, because it has these rests in all different places. So let's take a look at that one. We're going to air band it. We're going to do the same thing we just did, so that I'm going to say the first measure with you, then you're going to say the rest of it by yourself, but I'll practice my fingerings with you. Here we go. From the beginning, starting on our G, 1, 2, 3, 2, ready, and G, rest, A, B, rest, 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 rest. All right, hopefully you got that. If you need to pause this video, practice that, and then go through it with me, and hopefully you can try to stay with me and say the notes at the same time that I'm moving my fingers. Remember, do not write the names of the notes in your book. I know it's very tempting to, all right? But we need to learn what an A looks like, what a B looks like, and what a G looks like. And if you write it in, you're not going to learn it and you're not going to remember it, because you're just going to be looking at what you've written. So please do not write the names of the notes into your book, all right? Awesome. Let's give it a try, guys. Also, if you ever write in your book, you only will write with pencil. Only pencil, ever, all right? Don't ever write with pen. Don't ever write with marker. That's true for all music. We never write in music with pen. It's always pencil that you can erase. Okay, here we go. Rhythm Rendezvous. This is our last one for today. Beginning. 1, 2 on the G, and rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Awesome job, guys. All right, if you didn't quite stay with me, that's okay. I want you to rewind this video, go back, pause it, practice it. All right, repetition is so important to learning an instrument, but you have to make sure that you're repeatedly playing it correct. You're repeatedly playing it wrong, or with bad posture, or you're puffing your cheeks, then we're just going to learn how to do it wrong, and it's going to be really bad habits to break, okay? So please make sure that you're playing the same notes that I am, that your fingers are in the right spot, that we're not puffing our cheeks. Please work on the tonguing. It's challenging, all right, but we'll get there. We will all get there, I promise. Look at the bottom of this page, page 6. It's got this thing about clefs and ledger lines. Go ahead and read that. It's really great information. It's got at the bottom, you can fill in the white boxes there with your pencil, and just looking at all those different notes and how they all go in order all the way up. Just so you guys also know, we from starting next week, I'm going to start posting these videos on Monday mornings, all right? So that you'll have like that whole week to practice, and it just kind of lays them out, I think, a lot better. So it's not like, you know, you're into the week already and that's when you get your new lesson video. So starting next week, Monday morning, check for the videos starting then, all right? And that's how they will be for the rest of the time we have the virtual lesson videos, okay? So Monday mornings, I will see you then. Hope you guys have a great week. Happy practicing. If you have issues, if you need reads, please email me, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. All right, bye guys.